This week, we're talking about scorecards. And scorecards, I think they're step one in the accountability piece. At least they're the easy part of accountability. Is a lot of business owners want a culture of accountability. Scorecards is a great way to start down that path. So, in addition to everything else we've talked about, now we have to start getting into measuring what's actually happening in the business in the real world. And when we say in the real world, we mean what's happening this week or rather last week. What did last week look like? We're not going to wait 30 days or 4 weeks or 6 weeks to get financial information on things that have happened. We're going to be measuring the most important numbers in the business every single week. So you'll notice at the top, there's a place for you to put when did the week end, and there's a place to put when is the reporting day or the date that this is actually due. So I think in this particular example, it's like a Tuesday meeting day is the reporting day, and the week ended would be the Saturday prior to that. But every business has different weeks, different ways that they report on things. So decide what those two dates are. Make sure it's in the sheet so nobody gets confused about what dates they need to run reports for before they put the numbers in. And then you'll see we also have a person assigned to each one of these categories. So the sales manager is dealing with all the sales stuff, the production manager is dealing with the job information, accounting has some stuff in there, and then this business wanting to track warranty claims and warranty costs, so they've got a person assigned to that. Generally, best practice is everybody in your leadership team meeting, which is what we're going to be talking about next week, would have a number or numbers that they're putting into the scorecard. Now, we hear a lot of times, I can already get this out of my CRM, I can get this out of my accounting program, I can get this out of my job ticketing system, and that's all true. But being able to go get your numbers is not the same thing as knowing your numbers. Trust me, if you think that you're just going to remember to update these things and keep them in your head, you're not. You're going to go to these applications, you're going to have to run a report for a specific time frame. Many of them won't report on weeks and columns so that you can see trends. So this is really the most efficient way for us to go gather the most important information from all these different systems and put it in a place where it's in front of the leadership team. After it's in a spreadsheet, we can do lots of other cool stuff with it. We don't have to. It's incredibly valuable in here. But we use charting applications with our clients where we can map these trends so you can see visually what's happening. And a lot of times you can see things visually that you cannot see in a spreadsheet of numbers. We can also do things once the sheet gets pretty big or we add a second one for next year, we can start comparing things like this week this year compared to this week last year. We can do the trailing 13 weeks, which is roughly equivalent to a 90-day moving average. We can do a lot of information. We can do a lot of stuff with the information once we have it, but step one is getting the information. And when I say the easy part or the easy way into accountability, start with a small scorecard. There's going to be a temptation to add lots and lots of data because you're going to want to, the more information you have, the more you're going to want. But try to keep it small and use this as an opportunity to demonstrate accountability and consistency in getting the numbers in here every week. If your team can't get the numbers in every week, it doesn't make sense adding more numbers. The discipline of keeping a scorecard up to date is kind of the first step in building a team that's going to be accountable to future commitments.